may say, well, I'm looking forward to this fresh start. It's about time something fresh started happening in my life. I'm ready for something new. I'm tired of the old. I want new. I want to have that new birth. I want to have that new beginning. I want to feel the life within me. I want to live again. I want to bloom again. I just want to enjoy my life. This is your fresh start. It's time for a fresh new beginning. And hopefully you can take time out for yourself and you can ground yourself. You can like go out into nature. You can listen. You can meditate. You can pray. When you want something, you got to make it happen. If it's something beautiful and your spirit's in the right place, God's going to work it all out. He really is. And you say, I just want to have a beautiful day. It starts on the inside of your being. It really does. And if you want like a fresh start, a fresh new beginning, you like people with their New Year resolutions, I believe it's because when you make those New Year resolutions and your new year starts off good, it's because it started off on the inside of here at first, right here on the inside. And as long as you could keep up that momentum, everything looked good. But you may realize after you made your New Year resolution that it kind of just fizzled on out, is what it probably kind of felt like. Just fizzled on out. Yeah. Good morning, Applebrooks, honey. God's been moving strong in your home in the past couple days, Ruthie. Let him move. Let God move. Get out of the way and let God move, because he can work miracles in your life. Can he, could he, should, and yes, he can. He could, he should, and he did. You can say that. Can he? Oh, yeah. Did he? Yeah, he did. He did work the miracles. Yeah. You may say, well, I don't got no miracles happening in my life. Well, step back and let God do it. Put your faith in God. Put your faith in God. If I don't believe in God, well, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't. All you have to do is look around at other people. A lot of people can tell you what faith does. Just one little bitty shrivel, one small little nanoparticle of faith make an enormous difference in your life. You know, this is time for a fresh new beginning. It starts on the inside of you. It truly does start on the inside of you. It starts with that love on the inside of you is where it starts. Hello, Michelle, honey. Yeah, listen to the wind chimes chiming in. It is beautiful outside. Even though we got some birds. Guys, we are living in some dangerous times. Sammys, we are living in very dangerous times, and that's why you got to get close to God. And I'm not just saying that just to say it. You've got to get close to God. You have got to get right on the inside of your being. You got to get yourself straightened out. Anything that does not belong in there, you got to purge it out. Purge it out, because it is dangerous. It's very dangerous. You want to avoid danger at all costs, and you need your internal radar working. God is that internal radar, the Holy Spirit within you, the love within you. That is your internal radar right there. Right there. You've got to get it working. But hello. Hello. No, this is it's time for a fresh start, a fresh new beginning. And you're not going to get that fresh new beginning unless you work for it on the inside of your heart, right there. Because it starts inside of here. You may say, well, I want a new beginning. It starts on the inside of here. You can get a clean slate. You can get a brand new clean slate. You can ask Jesus Christ to be Lord of your life. Jesus is the light within you. God is that light. Jesus and God is love. Love is the God on the inside of you. God is love. Okay? Right there, it's where it starts. That's where the growth starts. That is where the light is shining. I heard something today, and this is really serious. There were people who were given an account. Now, this might be too sensitive for your ears. We're talking about the spiritual realm. God is alive. The Holy Spirit is alive and well. It's spiritual. Angels are spiritual. God is spiritual. Source, whatever you want to call. There was this, I think it was this woman. She had got herself involved in a cult. and it was Satan worshiping. And she was taught to more or less astro travel and go to these areas in this astral state where these lights would be, and where the light, where this glowing would happen. It was in the spiritual realm, is where people were like praying or something. That energy within them, your light within them, it literally lit up in the spiritual realm. And she was supposed to go there, which other people are. If you listen, when you pray, your light, the glow lights up on this whatever in this spiritual realm. She went there, she saw it, and she came back, and the person said, well, what did you see? And she told them what she saw. They go, you know what, but you didn't stop it. You did not stop it. She got out of that. She did. So if you think your prayer doesn't matter, if you think your vibration doesn't matter, if you think that light inside of you doesn't matter, oh, it matters greatly in the spiritual realm, because on the dark side, they're sending people out in the astral realm looking to see where the lights are. Ooh, what is this on my shirt? It's just a tag on my shirt. They're sending people out. You ever see somebody, they're glowing. They just glow. They're just glowing. You ever seen a bad person glow? Have a glowing essence about them? Absolutely not. And you will not. But you have seen people who have a glowing essence about them. It's undeniable. It is undeniable. That does not come from the darkness, okay? The darkness is going to make you look really bad. You're going to look just like that energy. But when you are in the light, you are going to glow. You are going to glow. Oh, look at the wind chimes. No, it's time for a fresh new beginning, and it starts on the inside of you. It starts with a clean slate. It starts with a clean slate. Is it possible? All things are possible if you just believe. Everything is possible. That's how miracles occur. You just got to believe. You got to have a little bit of faith. It's like just now popped in my mind, when Dorothy wanted to go back home, whoever he was, that guy behind the curtain, he said, you've always had the ability. All you have to do is just click your heels together. No place like home. I forget what all he said. It was, she always had the ability to go. And then she did. She did. But she never knew it. She couldn't believe it was that simple. And it really is simple. It's not easy to make decisions that are life altering for you, because you're always going to have the darkness coming and looking. Yeah. No, it's time for fresh new beginnings, you all. You can do it. I promise you, you can do it. It starts on the inside. God is on the move. The Holy Spirit is on the move. I know the Holy Spirit's on the move. You may feel yourself being pulled, called to step completely. Don't just put on part of that spiritual armor. You cannot just put on part of that spiritual armor. If you're a spiritual person, no, you're finding yourself, I got to put on some more of that spiritual armor. I really got to put a lot more on it. And why do you think that's so? It's because you may feel the spiritual attacks occurring, and you need to get yourself ready for battle. That's what it is. Get yourself ready for battle. You can't leave off any part of your spiritual armor. You'll realize, and you'll know what part of your spiritual armor that you forgot to put on. You will know it. Put it all on you. I'll put on the spiritual armor of God. This is a spiritual war. This is a holy war. It truly is a holy war, and you've got to get yourself battle ready. Battle ready. And you're doing great. You're doing great right now. A lot of people are doing great because you're stepping into it. You're trying to get the armor on. You're doing your best. You ain't got it all the way on, but you're doing great. You're headed in the right direction, and your faith is increasing. I know that a lot of people's faith in here might have been a little bit small, but I know that a lot of people's faith have started to grow. The hope within them has started to grow, and as that did, the light within you has started to grow too. And you're being able to look at the world through better lens, your spiritual lenses. You're able to make much clearer decisions. And what was kind of lacking in your life, you may find out, and you are finding out that that lack is no more. It's no more because God has filled up that spot. You're on your way. You are on your way. We're all on our way, you all, to this. It's a new birth. It's a new beginning. It's a spiritual new beginning. It's a new spiritual walk in life. Even though it's always been within you, but you truly probably have not found yourself walking on that spiritual path in the capacity that you may feel yourself walking now, that you may feel yourself being called to now. Even though the spiritual path has been there the whole while, you have not been fully on it with your battle gear on, but you're finding out, no, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, but you got to have the faith. You got to walk through it. No, you're walking on the spiritual path right there, and you know that spiritual path goes really far. And you're thinking, do I have to put on this spiritual armor, all of it right now? Because I know I got a long way to walk, and that road looks long, and I don't know what on earth I'm going to encounter in that road ahead. But I know if I don't get myself ready, if I don't make sure my armor fits, and if I don't get practice using my spiritual gifts, I may not be equipped when I get further up that road because I don't know what's coming. You got to use your spiritual gifts. You got spiritual gifts. You better start using them. Better start putting them into practice. And that practice comes with the hope. It comes with the faith within. You got to have faith and get used to using your spiritual gifts. Some of you may have. There are people who have been given this gift of, what was it? Oh, a gift of intercession. They didn't like it. They buried it. They laid it down because it was too much responsibility. They laid down their gift of intercession. There are people who you think of a warrior that is battle hardened. There are truly people that is what they're most skilled at, is their prayer warriors. There are people who have the gift of healing, and there are people who, just going to put it down here because I just don't really want to use it right now because it's too much a responsibility, because every time I use it, I feel that energy rising up within me, and I don't know if I want to give that energy some space in my life right now because I like my life right now. I want to keep it down like that. It's true. It's true. No, you're going to have to start using your gifts. You got gifts. And if you have suppressed your gifts, like a lot of people, I can raise my hand. I have suppressed my gifts. I have. And did I forget about them? Absolutely not. I have not forgotten about my gifts. I haven't. I'll tell you what, it's getting really hard to suppress them. You can't do it. We're entered the area where you can no longer suppress your gifts that you have been given. You can no longer do it. You're finding it's getting really hard. It's getting really hard because it's hindering your walk. It's hindering your walk. You cannot suppress. No. We all got the spiritual armor. Okay, we do. But you have your spiritual weapons. Prayer is a spiritual weapon. The gift of healing is a spiritual weapon. There's a whole lot more. Prophecy, the speaking in tongues. And I'm not going to get into the splitting of hairs. No. There's many gifts. It's like there's many members of one body. It's going to take us all. It's going to take us all on the road going forward. Every single one of us with the gifts that we have been bestowed It's going to take us all to pick up those gifts. You can have your spiritual armor on, but you still have not picked up your weapon. You have not picked up your weapon, the one that you are skilled at, even though you haven't picked it up in a long, long time because you didn't feel no need. But now I know your spirit is telling you, okay, you need to get back at it. You need to get back at it. You need to get back to where you needed to be. And you better get used to it. You're going to have to get really, really skilled. Can't believe I'm having a conversation like that. You're going to have to get really skilled at what you do in the spiritual realm. Your spiritual gift. You got it. You got it. You got to get more in touch with your spiritual inside of you. So your connection to God is stronger than ever. Stronger than it ever be. Because if you look at the book of Revelation, if you want to talk about that, this calls for patient endurance on the part of the saints. You're going to have some patience for what you have to endure. Endure means you go through it. You're going to make it. You endure it, you go through it. You go through it. You're going to have to be strong, really strong. And you may have the gift of encouragement, but maybe you don't encourage people. Maybe you think, no, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm too whatever. I don't want to use that gift that I've been given. Well, do you like to be encouraged at times? Do you? Well, what if the people who encourage you decided, well, I don't want to use my gift of encouragement? Then you would not get encouraged. Then you would not. You have gifts. Even even the tiniest thing that you're good at, that is your gift. You got to put it to use while you do. It's time for a brand new, fresh start. It's time for a new beginning. Because it doesn't look, no. Sometimes I wonder, well, see, I stop myself from, when I stare out, I stop myself from seeing. I do. I know I do. I can sense when I look like out in space and time, I can sense what's out there. But I believe that a part of me within the inside is telling me, you don't want to see it, Gina. That's what I'm telling myself. I can sense it out there. And I'm telling myself, I don't want to focus enough to where I can see it. I believe a lot of you are like that. I believe that there are a lot of you who can see into the other dimension in the spiritual realm. You can see the auras on people. Some people got really black auras, dark auras. And that's a gift too. Not everybody can see the aura of people. Because it says a lot about a person. So if you can see listen to me. If you can see the aura of someone, your chakra colors and stuff, rest assured the other people can see it too. Those who are the worshipers of the dark, they see it too. They see your aura, they see your light. Do you think that they're afraid to use their gifts that they got from their descended master? No, they're not afraid. They boast in it. They're very boastful. They're not afraid to use their gifts they got from their descendant master. They're not. That's why you can't be afraid to use your gift that you got from your ascended master, not just one. There's all kinds of ascended masters in a sense, really. There's a whole lot of people who have gone on before us, who did great things in this world. Jesus ascended. It's like poof. Who was it? Enoch. Enoch walked with God and he was no more because God took him away. No, Jacob wrestled with the angel all night. He wouldn't let him go until he gave him his blessing. Yeah. The spiritual realm is real. You got to get yourself ready. You got to get yourself in tune. It's time for a fresh new start. And this fresh new start may not be exactly what you want it to be, but you know you got to step into it. There's no going back. There is no going back. This world, what's happening in this world right now, it's not going to ever, ever, ever go back to what it used to be. No, it's full speed ahead. So I am going to go. No, it's time. It's time for a fresh new beginning. It's time. You probably have been feeling the call to get in touch with your spiritual side. Get yourself right on the inside. Start using your spiritual gifts. The ones that you laid down, the ones that you buried, you didn't want to have nothing to do with them. You didn't want to have the gift of being able to see. Some people can see into the future. They can. You can call them psychics. You can call them a seer. They have that gift. They can see what's coming. They physically have visions. It's like it said. You have visions. You have dreams. Those are gifts, and they should be. You may have that gift, and you may feel it heightening. It's heightening. You're becoming more and more aware. It's getting more fine-tuned. And if your gift like that is getting more fine-tuned, that tells you what day and age we're living in, because it's not happening just on the inside of you. Something from out there, God is heightening your awareness. That's what's happening, because the battle is heating up. Your awareness is being heightened. Because we got to get ready. Got to get ready, because the battle's on and it's going to get a lot rougher. But it's a fresh new beginning, to where you got to leave that fear behind you. Leave it all behind. Leave it behind. You got everything you need on the inside of you to go forward. That's right. Don't you ever forget it. I'm going to go, and with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you for your comments. You all, don't you ever give up. You got some spiritual gifts maybe that you have laid down, because you did not like the responsibility that went with them. And you probably know that you are finding yourself wanting to pick those gifts back up. You pick them up. If you haven't picked them up right now, you're going to pick those gifts up, because you're going to realize how valuable they are going into the future. Thank you for your comments. If you haven't subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, Apple Brooks Honey, Carol Honey. If there's anybody else on here, thank you. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.